Hello, good evening, or good morning, or wherever you are from. Hang on, just take this off. Come on, man, it's just an SP version, there's nothing much going on for this. I literally just got home, dropped my bags off, showered, did some chores, made my dinner, and it's already 9 o'clock. So I'm actually having my dinner right in front of me and a glass of wine. And it's time for stream already. Let me just turn this off. I already went ahead and got the skin. I really had no patience for it.
舰长大人完成了本周所有的任务，辛苦了。
But I haven't put anything yet. Retires my dinner? Always. I mean, it's like flavor of the patch, right? It's always like this. This changes from time to time, but right now, this is it. I haven't changed it back to my, you know, the old school, the bridge that we had from so long ago, since we're all the way back there anyway. Hey, thanks for joining back. Oh man, so let's start with the gacha first, and then, you know, we'll chill for a bit, and I'll probably not play much for today. So I know you, Kobe, you asked for V3, right? But you remember it takes me like 10,000 years to download CN. So I mean there is, but I assure you it really doesn't look that good. Hey, thanks, Haru. let me show you. See, it really doesn't fit, right? If you think about it, this color palette and this color just doesn't really fit. Very easy. So I'm like, yeah, let's just make it a bit more, you know, old school, going back to what we had before. This seems a lot more fitting. I tried a few couple ones, but this doesn't look. It really doesn't really feel that way to me. But you know, I mean, right now the background looks so nice, isn't it? I mean, it depends on who I'm using, right? For example, when I was using Sushang, hey sister, thanks for joining. When I was using Sushang, like, I switched over to the what was it? The Mount Taishuan bridge, and then when it was Elysia, I was using the Wedding Hall bridge, and then this one would change. It just depends on what I'm using, right? Actually, before this, I was using Mobius, and Mobius goes very well with the this one. I forgot what's the name in English at the moment. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, she's gonna be there in the bridge from the event anyway, which I haven't even started yet. It's been like a insane few weeks for me. Yeah, oh right, it was Arc City. Yeah, Arc City looks very nice with Mobius skin. This was literally what I was using before. Come on, Rita, let me change just for 1 quick second. Where was she? Like this one, if you put it here with this one. See, this color combination, right? It's just sublime. And how it just blends, like the second half of her body just blends into the background, and then the top part has the contrast. This is very well. But yeah, so this was the flavor of the past patch. 5 degree intensifies. But yeah.
我一直很好奇，你为什么永远都不会累呢，小白鼠？
You get at 90 degrees now. 5 minutes late. We literally haven't even started it. I'm just here having my dinner, having my wine, talking about bridge girls and shit like that. Nothing has happened yet. Shall we just go ahead and pull first? I know, right? CN Mobius voice is just something else. I don't think I'm gonna run out of cards. I haven't even bought the rest of those in the shop yet. But yeah, you know, I think I'm confident this is good enough. Did I have a good day? Did you have a good day, good sir? At least it's the weekend. This has been an absolutely insane week. But let's go into that later. Let's pull first. Oh, I forgot to put in the party mode. It's gonna tempo anyway. Oh, okay, never mind. I got the first one already. 1 down, 3 to go. How's the audio, by the way? I never really double checked it. Since it's a bit weird setup right now because there's a ball in front of me, so. Where was I? Right. Shit. Oh, I almost put the wrong one. Oh, it was only 9 pulls from that. Another one? Oh, it's not the one. Okay, okay. Oh, scared me for a second. Woof, woof. I thought it was gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Shocked me for a sec. Can we get a weapon now? Weapon, please? Weapon, 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 weapon! Ah, easy. See? So worst case would just be, what was it? 60 pulls now, I guess? There's only one left now. What? Where are I? I think that's the last piece, right? Yeah, it's gonna be a full 10. Stig, 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 stig. Come on, stig, stig. Oh man. Well, that's 40 pulls full set, I guess. Holy shit. I don't think we need dupes anyway, right? So that's the end of it. I'll see you guys next version. Oh wait, I forgot to pull her. Hey, thanks for joining, but the gacha pull is already over. Now this is nothing special anymore. No, right? There's nothing really. Okay, maybe let's try to get a dupe. Maybe it'll be helpful. Since this is what we get. Maybe let's do 10 more. Okay, let's do 10 more. See what comes out of it. Stig, 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 stig. Come on, give me a stig. Ah. Wait, I didn't. Well, why is this here? That's too bad. No dupes then. Moving on. I mean, getting a dupe after this would be like too ambitious. But I'm kind of okay with not having dupes now anyway, since you know there's not really many real use case. Can always come back later. Let's just pull this instead. And see how I can get out of 100 pulls. Come on, I see 2 of them. Okay, that's 1. I'm just gonna go straight to 100. So let's see. 20. Okay, epileptic warning, by the way. Okay, that's another one. Come on. Let's go, another one. Oh, okay. The combo broken. Okay, I see 2. Okay, there's only 1. It's too bad. Okay, that's a double. That's nice. Always nice. How many was that now? So it's 50? Oh, it's only 50. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's only 1 card for the entire 10. That sucks. Another. Oh, okay, that went kind of bad. Okay, that's not good. Hey, welcome. Man, you haven't even seen. Not sure if I'm supposed to even say this, but hey, thank you. Let's just see where we are at now. And should be very hey, no, hang on. Am I going blind? I feel I'm going blind now. Crap. Let me just mark this and.
系统更新完成，运行速度提升。系统更新完成，运行速度提升。
Oh, yeah, it's usually it's only 150 frags or so. More to go.
系统更新完成，运行速度提升。
Oh man, it's not close enough. Oh, is it? Oh, right. Ooh.
你好，请描
Okay.
述问题。
So, I need a bit more, but I think I'm out of bundles already. I think yeah, there's no more bundles. I'm just gonna pull in. Oh wait, I think I have a bit more. How many was it? 11. Yeah, let's just go. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think I'm gonna stop? Actually, are we gonna use it this weekend though? Do we actually need it? What is rate up at the moment? What is in at the moment? Oops. Okay, I closed the game by mistake. There we go. Yeah, but we need her now, right? So why would I be stopping, right? It's kind of pointless.
系统更新完成，运行速度提升。
So if you need her, then just straight up SSS anyways. There's nothing really. Yeah, let's just finish it. This is 120? Oh, I see 2 of them. Okay, that's just 1. Nah, it's okay. Doesn't really matter. How many was that now? I think it's just very close at this point. And then we need 20 frags left. Where can I get 20 frags actually? Can I get 20 frags from the event right now? Like instantly after I played? If I can get, I'm just gonna stop here since 120 is a nice place to stop. Oh, it's 25 right away? Cool, perfect. Done then. Oh crap, it's black screen now. If I can get it right away, that's perfect. Then I don't have to do anymore. I'll just play the event in a bit. I've already played this on CN anyway. Oh no! I can't get out of this. Crap, that was a mistake. Okay, I can't get out now. Just like what's happening in the story at the moment. Shit, let me out. No, it's okay. I'll come back later. No, I'll just restart the game. While I restart, I'm just gonna take another bite. No man, you actually have to walk.
Captain on bridge. 这团你好，请描述问题。
One sealed.
You wanna know a fun fact about restarting? A lot of times, it's actually faster for me to re-download the entire game than trying to fix any issues with the game. Welcome to Singapore. I think it only takes like what? A couple minutes? Download the entire game all over again. And log back in. Nice. Is it even worth using an S though? I don't really think so. I think most of the SP vaults require SS to be really functional. At least what I would expect. I mean, if you don't have Raven, right, then it should be perfect right off the box, right? But if somebody who already has Raven, then it's probably you're not gonna want to, you know. But then again, never really seen an SS anyway. Okay, I think that's pretty much the Gacha part of the stream. There's really nothing when it comes to an SP patch. You just come online, does some silly shit, and then that's the end of it. However, since this is the last stream of the year, actually, right? It's gonna be last stream, and the next one is gonna be correct. Yeah, the next one is gonna be in January already. It's gonna be 2020 is gonna be over. My goodness. Yeah, I'll be playing V3 tomorrow once the download completes, but not today because it's gonna take like 10 billion years to download it. But you bet I'm gonna play the crap out of her once she's ready. Yeah, SP cost and attack is appropriate. I mean, you gave her SP regen doesn't really help the damn thing anyway since she's usually out of range. I must say though, let's talk about the Midnight Chronicles. Well, I wrote some gacha, wrote some affixes. I did actually said gacha. I can't believe it. How many of you actually? I haven't even downloaded the game yet for beta. How am I supposed to stream it? How many of you have seen the Midnight Chronicles stream actually? SP cost and S attack. That's it. It's all the same. But even if you have, it doesn't really matter. I was supposed to roll the affix, but I forgot that I don't have affix mats anymore. I don't really want to blow my coins on that, so you know. So much has changed. I don't really remember some of these things anymore. Alright, I'm supposed to go to which shop? Alright, I don't have anything here. I don't have any affixes here either. Where am I supposed to get affixes from then? What the crap? I don't really have anything to roll with. Maybe we can get lucky with just like... Oh my god, I did literally 1 pull and 3.14 finally comes out. I'm set for 1 stick now. Cool. Next. I'm not gonna burn Esterize like that, man. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, 2 SP region at the top, but I can't use that. I'd rather not wait for affixes. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Everything sucks. Okay, 0.49, but useless. Okay, 2.78. I guess I'll take it for now. Is it 12th stream in the 12th month? When did I did my first the first Gacha entry? I don't shouldn't be because. Yeah, I think it's just coincidence. Yeah, correct. Because each version is 1.5 months long, so yeah, it's just coincidence. Just how happens. Yeah. 2.91. Ah, yeah. None of it has given me an attack line, but nothing really. So I have to play the event to get my remaining frags, but then I think that's good enough.
请问有什么吩咐吗？
If I have money to pull, right, I'd just pull it next version and the next version instead. Imagine blowing unnecessary money on unnecessary stuff when the big stuff is coming. I mean, I did get 40 pulls for the full set, right? So it's time to conserve for the future. I mean, technically speaking, you can get it from the event shop, so there's no reason to really pull it now. But I think I am gonna stop here. It's only like 20 minutes though. Does anybody want to talk about anything? Because otherwise I'm just gonna finish my dinner, you know, do my own shit and get some sleep. So it's been an extreme past couple weeks, about 1.5 months or so. Finally went live over the past weekend. This week there's all these celebrations, socializing, just insanity completely. How's my week? It's just, you know, with great money comes great responsibility. That's what they say. So yeah, the project I led was, I think it was worth like 5 million-ish. It was given to me, led a team of about 30 or so people. It was delivered past weekend, and then, you know, you have to socialize your product. Then there's a celebration. Yeah. Oh, I don't watch World Cup anymore. When I watched World Cup, right, it was so long ago. It was when, you know, it's like 12, 16 years ago, like when like people like Mahler was in Germany. So huge fan back then. And then at some point, I kind of just lost interest in it. It's like, yeah, screw it. I mean, yeah, right. And nobody's gonna pay you good money to do nothing, right? So there are a lot of expectations, and yeah. So after next Tuesday, when the last socializing is complete,
真不知
then
道
it should be
我为什么会
set
来
for
做
the year.
值班这种无意义的工作。
Yeah. At least I'm gonna get some time off during Christmas week. We'll go have some fun, have some nice shit away for a bit, and then prepare for more work next year. Just never ends. But at the very least, I got promoted recently, so life has been very good so far. But yeah, it's been insane. My partner, so this delivery is supposed to be a 2-person project, right? And then he, because of family needs, he went on a 1 month leave just right before, like a 1 week before we had to go live with the product. So now it just came all the way back to just me as one person to deal with everything. Wow, it's crazy, man. That's why over the past few weeks, or about 6 weeks or so, I think my content was extremely irregular. It's kind of like I'm trying to fit time to play, but even when I play, I was like, yeah, there's no time. I was just too tired. It was like, yeah, not worth it. I mean, no matter how you look at it, right, I should not be prioritizing hobbies over, you know, what people actually pay me to do. And my work impacts a lot of people that are making a lot of money for the bank, essentially. If anybody doesn't know, I work as a product engineer in a bank. So, but hey, after next week, I think things are good. I'll be able to get some rest and finally actually play the games. I've been waiting so long for the Witcher 3 remastered. Holy crap. It's out 14th of December. I think it should be next week. Totally down to it. I really want to see what my 4090 can do in that game. Maybe I'll stream the first few hours of session just, you know, for fun. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Witcher 3 remains to this day my top game of all time. So, really excited to see what they have done to it. I still think even today, it looks amazing. Oh, it's Cosma, is it? But it's still the same score anyway. So, doesn't really do much for it. But yeah, it's a good time to see what has changed. I'm gonna go back and play for a bit. I mean, this is kind of like the Singapore lifestyle. Once you get to a sufficiently high position, then it's kind of just like work, spend, work, spend, work, spend, work, spend. So in the end, it's just kind of like all this spending, right? To me, it doesn't really give me any kind, you know, it doesn't give me a gacha high. Sometimes I just want to spend some money. It's like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, the score did improve, but it kind of just tied up with HOT only. So it really did not exceed HOT's current score. So yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, right, 776 is kind of HOT score. When you play 120, 776 is kind of really realistic already. Oh god, Cosmine Abyss, God save my soul. Why is he everywhere? Yeah, I'll probably just play a bit of Aichan for the time being. 792 with HOTI is not really all that impressive. I want more, man. Give me more. Considering this is 2 new Vogs back to back. Yeah. We'll see when it comes. Man, I'm kind of... I work aside, right? Speaking of work. You know that recent... Cosmine 6 times and S2 twice. Oh, 824 is possible actually. Well, we'll see. I mean, when it... So if you can think about it, right, it's very expensive, isn't it? Like that 824 is going to be 9S, so you need a SSS, DPS, SSS support, and then an SP Vogue. But I don't think anything is going to be as expensive as the SSS Benares. So, you know, that is gonna be literally the most expensive boss ever. I mean, it's not like it's new, because Benares always had this elemental damage threshold before. But just now that what is gonna be best is going to be... Woo! Yeah. HOT is just too damn efficient, man. I mean, you think about it, it's just... Suspended animation, time stop, times 2 as well. You get one before you time stop, then one after you time stop a second. That's just crazy, man. Everything is under TF. Yeah. Speaking of which, I actually wanted to talk a bit about the Midnight Chronicles event, right? That one, I think I teased about it long ago. Like 1 month before the actual release of the recording. I think that video has like 150,000 people watching now. So let me just clarify one thing first. Why the fuck was I wearing a mask? And so it's actually very simple, really. Because of my work reasons, I am not actually supposed to be affiliated with any kind of external brandings or anything of that sort. Even though on paper I'm not being paid in cash, but it's kind of tricky because in the bank you have a lot of regulations, restrictions and stuff like that. So even though people who know me would be able to tell it's me right away, but it's like an political excuse to tell people that no, there's a mask on, how can you be sure that it's me, blah, blah, things like that. It's just political bullshit. And I also don't want to deal with the aftermath, and there's so much issues I'm dealing with right now that it's not worth it. I'll just wear a mask for that one. But that event though, I think a lot of people, there is this joke I keep telling people, right, about that Midnight Chronicles event, that is that I actually got to collab with Niji before Hololive Ian gets to collab with them, which is really funny because they had these long issues of getting these collabs going out. In the end, I managed to get it first. So I went around, I was telling people, dude, did you know I actually collab with Niji Ian first before Holo even gets to do it? And people were like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I'm not kidding, it's real, it's real. That actually happened. It was just, yeah, it was really something else. Like, it's the kind of thing that you tell your, I was always saying, like, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren about this. Some guy who doesn't even do much online content suddenly gets to be in a collab stream with somebody from actual VTuber agency and stuff like that. I was like, it was just so funny. But I do kind of think like it's yeah, and it's understandable. I just think that it's really funny because they've been trying for so long. Yeah. So remember, I made a YouTube post on when I said something big is coming. That weekend was exactly when the recording happened. The recording happened over, like, it was really long to record, right? It took around, I think we started at 9 PM Singapore time, and then we finished recording it at about 1 or 2 AM or so. You know, I always mention this is for entertainment, right? So all of these things is kind of pre-planned. You know what for entertainment means, right? It is not competitive. There is a certain flow to the events. You have to record things. There are some segments and things like that. So yeah. So that recording it was not easy, honestly, because we have to record our faces, then we have to record the game, then we have to split the audio and record everything properly as well. So we need to make sure we don't screw up recording, otherwise because everybody's in the same Discord as well, right? So we are recording at the same time. We want to make sure that nobody gets affected, and then you have to restart the whole thing again. So it's not really that simple. But at the very least, yeah, it was pretty fun actually. You know, the funniest thing about that recording that I still remember is that I had a friend who came over during the recording, and then I was asking her help. That because I wanted to spice things up, right? Otherwise, the recording just feels, the stream feels kind of bland if you just do a couple runs. So I'm like, okay, how about I destroy the competition on stage 1, and then on stage 2, I'm gonna put out a challenge, I'm gonna blindfold myself. So I called a friend, I was like, alright, can you go and buy me the pantyhose, right? Then she was asking me, are you out of your goddamn mind? So I was just saying that, look, let me explain, okay, let me explain. So I explained the situation to her. But then when she go and tell somebody within the staff about what the plan was, that the other girl actually misunderstood what I meant, and she thought I was going to wear the entire panties over my head. I had to quickly call them to clarify, no, that's not the point, nobody's that stupid, right? So I had a recording check and say, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, right? This is how it's gonna be. Then say, oh, okay, now we understand that. Like, oh, how did you even get to that conclusion? It doesn't even make sense to begin with, isn't it? But honestly, wow. I know, obviously it's for entertainment, right? Let me just very clear, this is for entertainment. I can actually still see through the blindfold, but it's not exactly like completely black. That's why I actually asked for like a pantyhose, because it's kind of like, it's black enough, but it lets a little bit of light through, so you still see the moving things around. So that actually still allowed me to play to a certain degree, but still kind of like handicapped a little bit, so it was still able to lend me the third place. But the last ring, the gold one, it was pure luck. It was really hard to see because I cannot really see the fine details when you're moving like literally right above the ring, right? The whole thing starts to get like a huge blob. So it just so happens I fell through and I won. I was like, holy crap, I couldn't believe that. That was actually surprising. So yeah, it was a really fun event, honestly. It was really tiring, but out of it, so obviously we got rewarded for this, but I also got an HOT figure for free. So it's coming soon. So now I have a FS figure that I brought back from the tournament a couple years ago. So now I have two of them. So the Flame Sakitama figure, and then now I have the HOT one. And next year, when HOH comes out, I bet you are going to buy it instantly. I'm sure it's gonna come. Like, I don't think there has been any merch series in MiHoYo's franchise that sold as well as Elysia. Full stop. It's not even comparable. It's just on a whole other level. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna come. Absolutely sure. I'm just waiting for that, and I have May and Elysia together. I can put them together. Nice. Why do I not buy Paladin? Why you buy Knight BP? Because Paladin doesn't give me anything, right? If I get everything SSS right away, then there is literally nothing that Paladin gives me. Just a waste of money. So, you know, why? It literally offers nothing for the extra price. I mean, you may have the extra, you know, the frame, right? But I honestly still think this frame is still my favorite. Like, the frame should not detract away from what you're trying to show, right? But the new ones put a lot more emphasis on the frame by itself, and it kind of detracts away from the portrait of what you're trying to show. So I don't really like it. This is kind of simple, minimalistic. Yeah, it's very sleek. So it fits very well. And this is my favorite May portrait as well. So works out perfectly. I have been using this combination for like years at this point. Yeah, I know a lot of people really like this. I see a lot of big whales or the top rankers are also using this. The other ones are kind of like for collection, because it's different, right? So if you want the frame to stand out, then obviously you want the frame to be standing out, right? But this one is that you don't want the frame to stand out, so it has two different functions. What room do I chill at? I never use in-game chat, to be very clear. I will always be only in Discord. I don't understand why you want to speak with weird strangers on public chat. Like, the shit I've seen people send to me is just on a whole different level. So yeah, I would really just not hang out in any of the server rooms. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? You have a Discord, there's like 1,000, 2,000 people in there. It's more than enough already, isn't it? So it doesn't really make sense. Hey, Frey. Thanks for joining. I think some people, I think it's almost like 11 months now, right? So do you actually start getting the first batch of people getting the RGB badges very soon? But since this is the last stream of the year, I just want to thank everyone who has supported the channel for the past year. And, you know, it's really not about the money. So even if you give me $1 or whatever, it really doesn't matter. So it's just a token of support that I appreciate. And it's really nothing. So I just make sure that everybody just gets a fair share of the content. There has been no member streams whatsoever. It's all fair game. Yeah, it's SP reduction. Wisdom. I should probably see how I can add the wisdom emote of my own into YouTube as well. So I think streams like this, right, is what having a VTuber avatar would be very handy, because right now we're just awkwardly looking at this screen and nothing's really moving, right? So having an avatar would be very helpful, because sometimes I just really don't want to do anything, and looking at a screen that doesn't really move doesn't really have any. No VTubing, please. I mean, what's the alternative, right? I cannot show my face, and then otherwise you just nothing. There's just nothing there. So the middle ground is just VTubing. I mean, the VTuber avatar has opened up the opportunity for a lot of people. For people to have a little bit of flair to their streams, but you know, giveaways, nah. Giveaways is just, I feel like it's kind of pointless, especially done in the intention of getting channel growth. No, that's not the thing. So if I were to show my camera on screen, right, then the problem is that I will have to wear a mask just so that it doesn't give people the opportunity to go don't make things complicated for me, right? Because if I actually have to deal with the aftermath of somebody reporting me to the regulations, I am just fucked. This channel needs to be shut down. I can no longer do any of these YouTube activities. I would be difficult to co-affiliate with Ifihoyo. So do understand, it is very difficult for me to show my face on stream because of such reasons. Think of it as a way, you know, that one of the safety checks that I have to go through. So it's just not worth it. So my problem with giveaway is that you are bringing in people who are not really interested in your content just for the sake of a giveaway. My channel has always been about putting up content that I care about, right? I play this game, I record it, then I upload it with some editing and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. So effectively, when you're doing giveaway, right, you're bringing in people who don't really care about your content in the first place. I don't want those people, right? I mean, channel growth is important for people whose livelihood depends on YouTube. That makes sense, because then your channel is equivalent to your income. Now, let me give you one true fact here, okay? The ad revenue from YouTube plus all the membership income it gives me, if no matter how low it is the entire years of YouTube revenue from both sources does not even reach the tax I pay every year in Singapore. And Singapore already has one of the lowest taxes in the world. So, effectively, I don't want people to come here who is not interested in the stuff that is being presented here, right? Like, if I'm being honest, when that Midnight Chronicles happened, right, there is a slight influx of people that came to know my channel. But you know, these people are complete casuals, because the way they commented, you just know it's like people who speak on Reddit, right? They have this preconception that everybody that top ranks is just willing, they have no skill. I mean, perhaps, but nothing can ever be top rank without any practice. This is something I just want to highlight here, okay? Is that to be top at anything, right? Anything, whether sweeping the floor or playing Candy Crush, okay? Being the top at anything is never ever simple. Anyone who actually says that, you know that that person has never achieved anything in his life. you should be pitying that person instead. So I just want to say that anything you've seen people, anyone can play Tetris, right? It's a very simple concept. But when you look at the people who actually play Tetris at the highest level, you don't even understand what is happening in your screen. So good time for wisdom emote. I mean, that's just how it is. Honestly, to me, a lot of things are skill-based. Everything is skill-based, right? Just that, to be top at anything, the top is the key factor here. Because there will always be somebody out there who's going to be better than you. So you bring in these people, they don't really enjoy, they don't even understand what's going on, they don't want to understand, they just want to impart their toxicity and jealousy or envy or just simply their ignorance, then it's better off without them, right? Do you even want to look at those comments in the videos? No. So I like the channel as it is. And you know, okay, honestly, 11.6 thousand subscribers is not a small number. Let's just face that. And I want to keep it the way it is. Right? You want the right people in the right community. Otherwise, it's just a huge waste of everybody's time. Yeah, I certainly do play Genshin. It's kind of casual, but I've only played. Okay, so right now I play a couple games. Genshin, PGR, those two I play. I recently also picked up Nikkei as well, just for fun. It's kind of nice game to throw some money at just for, you know, fun. I don't expect people to understand this concept, but sometimes shopping therapy is a real thing, okay? And Genshin, HI3, and PGR is not a game to do shopping therapy because you either put one big sum and you get one thing, or you don't really get much of it. So it's a very different concept. So my luck in Nikkei is so insanely good to the point that I don't even believe myself. My average now is something like 1 SSR per like 15 pools or so, and the game actually gave me 2 SSR for free because it bugged and got my Laplace to LB3 as well. I don't know how this game can be released with so many bugs to the point that you can even give me characters I didn't even pull and got my character to level 200. Thank you very much. But that game is just fraught with bugs. Now it's so lag. Now it's bug and lags and everything. It's like, oh my goodness. But it's still doing so well because, you know, the content it caters to. So no, I don't play any other games than this for now. I really want to limit my game, you know, not too many of them. No Blue Archive, no Project Segai, yeah. Actually, all things considered, right, my PGR and HI3 luck has been above average already. I would consider that to be good. The one that has been absolutely destroying my ass every single time is Genshin. Holy crap, I tell you, Genshin has been, what, 2 years something now? So, after it's been 2 years something, but my average and my luck is just so fucking bad. After 2 years. So, I was like, okay, let's just try Nikkei, and Nikkei just gave me, like, the complete opposite. Everything just like just raining SSR every single day. So in the end, everything just balances out. Oh, I haven't played Elden Ring in such a long time already. I don't think I'm gonna go back. Do I play PG on PC? No, I play it on my iPad Pro at the moment. So yeah, I'll wait for it to come to the actual PC client, but that's gonna take some time. Are you playing Tower of Fantasy? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Nova? My disappointment is so deep, right? I can't even see the bottom of it. I can't believe you betrayed us like this. Is it really better? I don't know. I personally never played it, so I can't comment on the gameplay. But I guess it really depends on what you look for, anyway. Zay, I actually just talked about Nikkei like literally like 3 minutes ago. If you go back just a little bit. Yeah. So I would yeah, it's playing that in a moment. Where's the other one? May I ask what's the best team composition of S property? No, that's chance here. Different rank has different requirements. I think 9S is HOF. I don't know if the DA is still used in lower ranks, but I think it's all HOF now. It's just the damage threshold has gone up. But I haven't seen it. I literally just finished work. I don't know what has changed. So, oh, it's still HD? Alright, there's your answer. DA is just very, very inefficient. And that's a fair comparison. I mean, Gacha is not like really designed with like the gameplay in mind. I think it's good enough to drive the game in an open world scenario, but I don't think it's something that people should. It's not designed for those kind of like, you know, truly engaging, high paced, basically nothing like PJ H3, for example. So I don't know. I never touched TOF, but it's not my position to comment on something I never played. I am not, turn-based game, not a big fan. Just I like things that are fast, high APM, things that are very responsive, very split-second decision making, those kind of stuff. So this leads into the next question. What games did I play before this? So I've played H3 for like 5 years something now. Before H3, I was playing Overwatch. I was ranked Masters, playing support. No, I played that for about 2 years, 3 years, somewhere around there, before I changed game for H3. The reason is very simple, right? Because to maintain good ranking in a ladder-based game, right, you need to invest a lot more time into maintaining it, right? So at some point, I started working. I had more money now, so I just pick up H3 anyway. No, actually, I did not play League. What I played in the past, before Overwatch, I was playing StarCraft 2. I was still very young back then. I was like really high school or something. So that was, I was like, I think like about 15 years old when I started competitive gaming. So started with StarCraft. I was playing in Diamond also. Still a very young person, don't really know much. Then I transitioned to Overwatch after during college and university, and then after that I went into H3 instead. I'm not a fan of MOBA in general, especially when games involve team. I tend to shy away from it. Overwatch, it was a kind of like a fresh concept at the time, right? It was because it was like when it came out, it was took the world by storm, isn't it? People remember. So I tried it, stuck around for a bit. Then eventually, I don't have the time to maintain it, so I play H3 instead. 6 instant. 6 instant. Damn it. MOBA is kind of moldy to me. Yeah. I don't know. I think any game that has teammates, right? You're gonna get a bit of toxicity, no matter how you avoid it, right? So I honestly wish StarCraft had more, you know, more adoption, but that kind of extremely high skill based long training set things is already in the past, right? Because the complexity of the game is so high, people train so many years just to become a pro. So I think the current attention span of people, what people find exciting, has really changed. So yeah, but honestly, to me, to this day, the best esports or best competitive game that have ever existed, that I enjoy the most, is still going to be StarCraft 2. I never played Brood War because when Brood War was out, I was like, what? 5? No. Wait, when Brood War was out, I was literally a baby. So it was that old. So I was never part of the Brood War era. So yeah. Can't believe over the past like 13 years, only played mainly 3 games. I've been waiting for a replacement for H3 for so many years, and where is it? Let me just retire, man. I've played this game for so long. And just move on to something new. But nothing is just giving the same thing. Like ZZZ is just not the same game. It's a roguelike game. It has the action elements, but it's not the same format. I'm still gonna play it, absolutely, but just not the same format. Not one to really enjoy roguelike or anything that's random. Randomness is not something that I enjoy a lot. Even though I'm modding so much crates in this game, but at least you are modding for a specific outcome, right? So just roll until it crits, isn't it? So you're getting somewhere by rolling enough times. But roguelike is intended to be always random, as much as possible. It's a completely different thing. But I'm pretty sure some people out there will just try to, you know, roll that anyway. Retire to Teva, but I am playing Genshin right now, casually at least. I log in once a day, clear my dailies, do the story. That's it. On topic is easy. What happened to Star Rail? No. It doesn't get released so early, right? Star Rail is still going to be quite a while before it gets released. I think it's going to be at least like middle of this year or something.
我可爱的小白鼠，你为什么要一直盯着我看呢？
Southern ASMR. Very nice. Isn't there a theory that it will be released before March 7th? I think that's just a theory, right? Because if it's gonna be released on March 7th, I think there will be some hint at it right now. So I don't think it'll be that soon. Do I play chess? Yeah, I did. So when I was a child, I did play chess, both the Western chess and the Chinese chess as well. So yeah, it's not something foreign to me. Checkers, all those stuff. Basically anything that can beat people at something, I probably would have tried it as well. Oh, was it announced a couple months ago to be March 7th? Or are you saying announced a couple months ago that it's coming soon? Was there a date given? I don't remember there was any. Are you gonna play Wuthering Waves when it's released? I do not know, honestly. Hey, Baba. It's not really capturing my taste at the moment for Wuthering Waves. Doesn't really, but we'll see. I would try. It's my policy to, at least if you want to talk shit about something, you're going to try it first. So I would try it. If it hooks me, I'll stay. This is what happened to PGI as well, actually. So my journey to start PGI is different because I knew about PGI long before it came to global, right? And then I was like, okay, so much. I did not talk shit about TOF, by the way. I did not talk shit about TOF. That's different. I know it looks bad because I can see that it's bad, but I did not actually play to say the gameplay is bad. Okay? I never ever claimed that. So yeah, so for PGR, I was like, okay, let me try this. Maybe it really is just a carbon copy or anything like that, but hey, I'm still playing it. I actually would prefer to actually play it myself to actually have an opinion on how the combat feels like. But coming from the makers of PGI, I would expect certain standard to be there as well. But the aesthetics probably still needs a bit of polishing. I mean, PGR being a game that has a similar, the kind of format and structure like HI3, and at some point it will just devolve to people trying to one-shot the boss as much as possible. This is just how it is. So boss mechanics similar to HI3 or in PGR, it was only going to be exciting when it's fresh and new. But then as time goes on, people just want to one-shot bosses and skip all the mechanics. Like there is this Machiavelli. This Machiavelli boss, right? When we saw this boss, we were like, this fucker takes 8 seconds to walk down the stairs. I have to wait there for 8 whole seconds. Then this guy is 10 meters away from me. So I need to blow my evasions to move forward. That loads another 2 seconds. Like, oh my god, what is even this design, man? This is just the thing. This kind of games, they will design all these bosses, all these mechanics and stuff like that, but there's always some shit that's always very cancer. Nothing ever changes. It's standard. You just always devolve to people trying to one-shot the bosses, just to avoid all of the mechanics. Just the universal rule. Do I have any plans to do an anime or business live stream or watch HRC streamers too? No, I do not want to do that. Because it's very simple. When I stream, I actually waste time getting to the score. Because now my attention is split, right? I have to look at the chat, I have to... So when my attention is split, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to perform anywhere properly. So this is not something I can do. So I'd rather just spend the time, mold myself for a couple hours and get the score and upload it. It's just kind of unrealistic to be streaming it. So, yeah. Not to mention, right, you know how much stuff, if I want to stream I have to set up all this stuff and then it just gets in the way. It's like, yeah, it's so annoying. I have to set up the phone to record as well and stuff like that. So, yeah, apologies, but the video would do for now. Not to mention, right, I think in terms of video, it also gives me the quality that I can like look for, right? So, at least in video, like, just think of it this way, right? When I'm recording and I'm doing it offline, I'm in more control over what I'm doing, right? But when you have all this going on, there's OBS running here, there's chat running here, there's recording, this mic is doing my face, there will be a phone recording as well, and yeah. It's not really set up for that kind of purpose. But then again, I'm not really a good person to be streaming and playing at the same time to begin with. Like, I'm the person where when I do one thing, I do it extremely seriously, but then if I want to switch to something else, I'll stop doing the first thing entirely. So I can switch between things very quickly, like multitasking, but I cannot do two things simultaneously. It's very different. So it's so the concept here will be context switching instead of parallel processing. Yep, this will be the best example. But anyway, it's a long divergence from the topic. Yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly. But I kind of just put everything at the start anyway. So the reason why, I think a lot of people sometimes you put the annotations in the middle of the video, right, when it's recorded, and then, like, I know my viewers, some actually do want to see what is written, but some, they just want to watch, you know, they don't really want to have the interest to know. So I just created this format where you will get the information up front in the first 4 seconds of the video, and it just goes away. Just everything is just pure fight only. Unless something funny really happens, I'll just put a freeze frame, put some funny shit there, and then I'll just continue on or something like that. But in general, this is how I cater for both types of viewers. Instead of putting like a you know, information everywhere, because not everybody really cares for it, right? Now, I care a lot for the quality, and when you have like words, things like that, so it's the same thing, right? Because if when you have something that pops up on the screen, it kind of like moves your eye away from what you're seeing. It's kind of pedantic, these kind of things, I would say, but for me, right, I want people to be able to enjoy the quality of my recording, isn't it? Because I record everything in the highest possible quality, and then I edit in the highest possible quality. So I want to preserve that, right? So I just put it separately. So you get at the top this flashing thing across, then it just disappears for the rest of it. Unless something is very nice, so I just put it in afterwards. That both sides will be happy with it. Yeah. Sometimes it's just for visual anyway, so. 8:30 for him now this week. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, by the way, thanks for the super chat. That's a cool looking, you know. Why there's this pattern there? Is it because of it's Christmas? Because typically it's just pure, you know, green. But hey, thanks for that. I don't know. I think this week's focus would be on HTR first, right? Because I have not played her in such a long time because of my work, and I wanted to play her in V1. And I put it, I made a post on YouTube, right, that it was, you know, screwed up because it crashes the game every time she clears the stage. Oh, nerf pause gaming? No impact. So anyone that plays legit, this doesn't impact anyone. Because all your pausing for SP back, everything like that, this just works as normal. You wouldn't need to pause that many times for that purpose anyway. For people who abuse all these game issues, game engine exploitations, can go fuck off, man. Pause gaming is literally like so tiny compared to the screenshot gaming these days. Don't learn it, it's completely spastic. Imagine just tapping on that screenshot button for 3-4 minutes. Just for that score. At that point, just ask yourself, why are you even playing this game? Are you still playing the game? Or are you just trying to... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, novelty is a thing. Right? Novelty is a thing, I get it. But after a few times, it just loses the point anymore. I mean, you're not gonna tell people that, alright, you score... Like, oh, you broke the score record because you did screenshot gaming. Wow, I'm a pro. No, right? So it's usually just for novelty, and then if you're using repeatedly, then yeah, something is wrong with you anyway. But yeah, it's not my position to say that. Just saying. Just saying. Not judging. Just saying. Fair enough. That's a good point. But if to them the end justifies the means, then well, fine. That makes sense because this is the same issue, right, with the people who molest for SP that we talked about a long time ago. If the end justifies the means, then people would just take it as, you know, it should be done. Right. So yeah, definitely makes sense. Not sure if this week has anything that is usable though. Like this week, yeah, I don't think pause really screenshot really does much this week. So 0 seconds anyway. I mean, it's the same. It belongs to the same category, right? You are giving yourself an advantage that nobody else can play legit, can even accomplish. Since it is an insurmountable advantage. Like pause gaming, right, gives you some time saving, but for most strategies, right, with sufficient finesse, you can close that gap. So it's kind of like a crutch for people with skill issue, and with people who are good can push for 1 more second, for example. But that's within a reason that has its, you know, it's a reasonable exploit, I would say. But molest and this screenshot is completely stupid. So. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. And I completely forgot to eat my food. Now it's gone ice cold. So I think I am going to go reheat this. And my wine has also gone lukewarm as well. So yeah, I think it's a good time. It's been an hour. It's nice talking to everyone. And you know, have a lovely holiday. And it's gonna be a new year soon. Onwards to 2023, and 1 year older to everyone. Oh god, it's gonna be 2 more years before I hit my 30s as well. Damn it, life just goes on so fast. Anyway, the next stream will be for HDR, and you know what does that mean? It's SSS time. So yeah. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.